thought I cleaned that that let's see, like a baby. Let's sleep like a baby. Um, um, what it do? What it do, y'all? Peace to all the guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. You already know what the fuck it is, man. Peace to all the guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. All the human beings, yeah. Um, I gotta settle in because last night, yesterday evening and last night was crazy. No lie, I told you I was gonna break down more of certain stuff that happened and stuff, but y'all gotta give me a little bit. But I am gonna break it down though. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. I'm all over the place and shit. No. No. Take some of my T-skis with me. I want to have the T-skis. The T-skis. This one. Top of the top, y'all. Top of the top. What it did, what it did. Boy, RoBs Inferno while it burns, so you feel me? We gotta go get this book. That's what we gotta do, yo. Is it chilly, really? I think it is. Bro, every time I come out the house, it's like, my first thing I come out and I see them motherfuckers, bro. Feel me? Hey, what it is, y'all. What it is, Gailey. Positive energy, all y'all way off the early, you feel me? Top of the top, you know what I mean? I'm from Baltimore. From Baltimore City. I'm not from there. During my part, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what I be wanting to hear, man. You feel me? That's what I be wanting to hear. That's what I be wanting to hear. Cause that's what it's about. Shout out, Sand Dip, you get what I'm saying? Lost Soul, what it is, Dip, you get what I'm saying? Lost Soul, what it is, man. SG, man. SG. Shit. It's the live trying to catch up to your steez, you feel me? The vibration. vibrate these, you feel me? The vibrating so fast, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to. How y'all doing? I'm doing good. Can't complain. You know, it's another day we live it. Positive energy.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, there's no more coffee.
Coffee, coffee, please. Hello, sir.
How you feeling there, reflection?
Hey, what's up?
How was that? Yeah, y'all. So, man, I hope everybody rising doing good. Positive energy, everybody way, man. What y'all on today? I'm not gonna lie though, y'all. Last night we're gonna have like a separate smoke, and I'm gonna break down what everything was on last night. Like it was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you, cause it was like I just felt like a going on like 12 o'clock, going more closer towards the end of my birthday. I felt like a near like like energy of like going forward with certain stuff closing out that's been holding me. I feel like there's been like an anchor on my life, you know. Like I felt the like release of that. You know, a lot of people was talking about okay, like the moon, right, and stuff like that, and I don't think that that's more important than the CMEs, like the solar flares and stuff. But regardless of like, I just felt like a release of energy. Like now I can like actually like focus on what I need to focus on going forward with my life around what's been done. You know what I mean? And that just really made me feel um, a little bit better. You know, for a fact, y'all. You know, I got I got my own tea. Yeah, I'll get you. John? Man, what y'all on, man? Talk to me, talk to me. What's on the schedule? What's on the schedule to conquer today? How we building? You feel me? How we building? Y'all about to see my tribute troops. I'm about to see the tribute. No, yesterday, y'all, it was like a, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, yesterday it was like an energy, the energy was kind of crazy yesterday. I'm not even gonna front with y'all. No, all jokes aside, Like a lot of the hold up real quick. I'm about to put y'all in game. I'm about to put y'all in game early. Cause it was kind of crazy. I just didn't I just didn't entertain it, but it was crazy though. So hold up real quick. Y'all gonna geek, so we gonna geek together. Hold on. Hold up real quick, y'all. Y'all gotta let me y'all gotta let me get to my room real quick. And then I'm gonna put y'all on game. Put y'all on game on all of this, what happened and shit. How y'all doing today? Yeah, my fault, y'all. So I said shit, we gonna catch a little bit of this summer, you know what I'm saying? So nah, like y'all, yesterday was crazy. Is that your work? Nah, it's not my work. I hope you're doing good. You ain't been in a while. Ain't been on in a while. You ain't had no internet. For real, you ain't had no internet? Damn, yo. Yeah, it's been crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's been crazy. It's been crazy, bro. Yesterday was my birthday and shit. I turned 34 and shit. But it was like, bro, I felt like I was dodging demons the whole day yesterday. Like all jokes aside, it's like I just started just dodging and having to dodge demons. I'm like, shit, what the fuck is going on? Like, it was crazy as hell. Like, I'm in the store. So, no, so I go in a smoke shop, right? I go in a smoke shop, and I was trying to get something in there, but you know, to buy anything, you know, you gotta have tap or pay or whatever, right? So if you don't have cash, and I don't have my other phone, So I didn't have that, right? It's crazy. The white girl that's in there, right? Like it's wild. Like she low key was like, I'm not gonna say she was on my line, but like we was like flirting with each other and shit. Like it was no bad blood. Like she's chill as shit. I could tell she fuck with black people. Da da da. You know what I'm saying? It was a good vibe or whatever. But today, when I went in there, um, when I went in there, it was somebody else that was getting whatever they needed to get, right, y'all. And when they was getting what they needed to get, sometimes like I'm gonna be honest, most of the time they let me pay with Cash App or whatever, like Venmo, like even if I don't have the tap and pay, like there'll be someone there, I just send it to them, whatever, you know what I mean? And literally, she just told me straight up and was like, nah, no, she can't do it there, whatever, or she doesn't know anyone I can send it to you, she can't do it on her shift, whatever. So I'm like, all right, there's no problem, right? I'm gonna just go out and get this cash real quick. You know, it's no bad blood or nothing. So I don't want to say that she wasn't expecting me to get the money. Like I said, I had the money, so I'm like, you feel me? Put it like this: all the money, and this speaks volumes, y'all. This speaks how I don't want to say how fucked up people are, but all the money that I was trying to get cash for, I didn't end up getting that money, but I ended up getting a little bit to like get like something to eat and just like some slight stuff or whatever. But long story short, man, I don't know where to start with it to tell y'all because it was really so crazy. It's this one dude that over me being homeless and stuff over a while, it was like I helped him out, right? So I helped him out, and when I helped him out, I would see him as I was getting out of my situation, like slowly getting back to myself and stuff. I would see him and shit. You feel me? So I seen him yesterday, but I ain't judging people. Everybody got their own problems or whatever, but I can tell that he had like a drinking problem. Like whenever I would see him come to the gas station when I really needed help at the time, I would it's like I could smell his breath from the car. Like this nigga always be smelling like alcohol and shit. So I seen him, and this time I seen him, and he was with somebody else. I didn't know the other person, but he looked somewhat familiar. But I'm like, you know, I seen you. You see me slowly get out of the situation. You know, you'll be even happy just to know, like, I'm not asking for no money. I'm trying to just pay for something, and I can't pay for it because I don't got the tap and pay. So you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm gonna ask Shorty, like, you know, if I send you whatever money that's worth what I'm about to get in here, could you give it to me in cash, or could you buy it from me if I send it to you? Like, I'm not asking for money. I had the money. I just don't have the tap and pay, and I don't have my card with me, right? So when I said that, he was like, yeah, you can, da da da. I'm like, all right, bet. Well, he asked like his mans or whatever. So I guess like he didn't have no money on him or whatever when they went out or whatever. But he asked his mans or whatever. His man's like, I got you, da da da. So we go in there. When we go in there, but before we go in there, it was two people that I asked if I sent them money, could they give it to me in cash. It was one white dude. He was racist as shit with his daughter, and he tried to like play the situation off of me asking him, and him like using the situation against me. You know, like some people a lot of times, the moment you need help, you offer yourself for someone to try to take advantage of it in a negative manner to make it worse or whatever, right? Like purposely not help you, not just because they can't, because they want to just try to make you feel worse in a bad situation. A lot of people. So literally, he was like, he did that, whatever. It's like, it's all good. And I asked the goddess, and the goddess helped me. And goddess, I was grateful. Goddess helped me. And I told her, like, I wasn't on no weird shit. I'm like, you know, you give me 10 or whatever, I'm gonna send you $10 on Cash App or on Venmo or Zelle. I was like, what's your thing? I'm gonna send you $10 for you giving to me in cash, whatever. And she was like, no, it's okay, da da da. Because I didn't want her to think like I was just asking for money. Or if I'm just asking for money, I'm gonna be honest and be like, I'm just asking for money. But if I'm not asking for money and I'm trying to switch it or something like that in this type of situation, I'm gonna say that's here, right? So I asked a white woman before her, and a white woman before her, she ignored the kind of the situation. But when she saw me ask someone else and someone else give me help, then she wanted to give it to me. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are like that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest. So this happened before I went back in the store and I had the money. That's how I got the money. Remember, I didn't have cash yet. Like I had it on my phone. I didn't have any cash. So with the dude I know that's an alcoholic, but I see him every once in a while. I go in the store with him and his friend or whatever. Me and his friend, he was drunk as shit. I'm gonna be honest, like the white girl that was in there, right? Like the way they was in there, anyone else, they probably would have been like, y'all gotta get out the store, you know, y'all drunk. And it screams volumes and it screams white supremacy because they was all white in there, right? But they was both in there drunk as shit. Like you could tell, right? Where it could have made other customers feel uncomfortable that could have came in. But when y'all see how she treated me, it even screams it even more from so much different angles. So his friends like looking at a bong and shit. And then I'm talking to his homie. We just vibing, we talking and shit. But his friend, he already said, he was like, yeah, I got you on the I'm gonna get it for you. Then you just send me the money or whatever. So his friend's looking at at a piece or whatever, and then that's when like I told him. I guess they forgot or whatever, and they was like send me the money first or whatever. Now it was gonna be a same process thing. I didn't know his friend like that. I ain't sense no bad vibes, but I didn't know him like that. And that's no disrespect. That's just me being straight up, because I'm not gonna put myself in a position for somebody to play with my money and think something sweet, and I react, and then I just turn up, and that's me going to jail for a fact, right? So I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that. And I know y'all drunk. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know you like that. No, we not doing that. No. Y'all don't help me. I'm gonna get what I need to get regardless, but I'm not gonna put myself in a situation that can lead towards me crashing out. Right? So like literally, did I have no. Then I'm tripping. It's so much crazy shit happened. When I went in with the two dudes, I didn't have the money yet. I went in with them, and basically, long story short, when he was like, oh, I can't send it to him now. It was like almost like he got mad, like he was trying to finesse me, you know. And they're like, well, I can't get it. I'm like, oh, that's fine. You know what I mean? I just turned my back on both of them, walk smooth out. Then that's when I asked the white woman, and she said no. And I asked the goddess, and the goddess gave me 10, and then the white woman came back and gave it. So now I got cash, right? Now I got cash. So, you know, and I could have gave them both the money that they gave me, the random people or whatever. So I go back in the store again after that situation with the white dude, right? And when I go in there, first off, before I go back in, I'll say this: before I even went in with the two dudes that I seen, right? When I first tried to go there, it was a dude that was standing outside of the store, right? It wasn't the Lord bathroom shit on it to let you know like somebody's in the bathroom like they put. And then it was and then the dude that was standing there, was like, I've been standing here for like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I came in here and I bought something, and then he's like, when I bought something, the piece didn't work or whatever, and then I went home and then I came right back to return it or whatever, right, y'all? So I'm like, damn, you been waiting here that long? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, they ain't even put the I'm in a bathroom on the front of the store. So it was so all of this happened before anything when I first got there. So the vibes was already off, y'all. Before any of this stuff, like I go forth and tell y'all, break down, the vibes was already off. I'm like, okay. I never came here where nobody's in here on a weekday, but then like it don't even got, you know, usually they'll have a thing on a front, say like they in the bathroom, you know, they'll be right back in like 5 minutes or something, right? And yo already confirmed that he was just here, so they're definitely open. He just returning something that he got here was bad. And then another dude came. I asked him like which girl was it, and I'm like, because I know both of them, and I'm like, did she seem like she was closer to this age or this age? They was like, she was close to this age. I'm like, okay, so that's her. So I text her. And I was like, you're at the store, like you got customers out here, like somebody's been waiting for like 30 minutes. You feel me? And when I'm texting her this, y'all, right? When I'm texting her, literally she didn't answer, right? So then the other white girl proves up, Like after like almost like another 40 minutes, the other white girl pulls up, and like I know that that wasn't the one that was there, because even how she came. So I'm just like, where'd the other one go? Did the other one just lock the store and just leave the whole shift, and then just call someone else and tell someone else to come to the store? That's what I'm guessing what happened or some shit, because she wasn't in the bathroom. So all this energy was already off. So whatever happened with that, with the other girl that was there, and then the other girl showing up, it was already irritation for how that came about randomly and customers waiting. Now it was already off. So when I seen her park her car and go in, I started going towards the store, and that's when I seen the two dudes, and I went in the store, with them and everything. So right, so fast forward again. So now I got the money. I'm about to go back in the store, because I wanted to tell y'all that, like, when I first got there, before anything happened, you feel me? That, like, the shit wasn't even. It was like it wasn't even open. It was so unprofessional, and there was no sign. Like, it was just customers waiting. Like, it was like they could have lost like hella money right at that moment. So they was already off already, right? And so I go back in. Now I got the money, right? Because remember, I didn't have the money. She said that no, I had the money, but I didn't have the tap pay. And she said, like, you can't pay with Cash App or Venmo and send it to me. You know what I'm saying? Usually be someone in there I could send them the money and pay for it like that. But it was no one there that could do that for me. So now, y'all, when I come back in there this time, after I was in there with the white dudes that was kind of drunk or whatever, when she pulled up the cover, I guess, for the other girl, for however she left, right? Um, um, it's another guy that's in there, like a Latino guy that's in there with this white girl, and and then I'm like, when I walk in, I'm like, you know what I mean? You could just you can take them or whatever, you know what I mean? Take them first or whatever. So she's taking them, and then like another guy walks in, right? Mind y'all, I literally said to her, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just them, and they was there before me, and then I came in before another person came in. So I told her, but she knew I was the next one, in line, and I get the same stuff what I want. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like a question or anything. Even if she was gonna be professional and ask me, like, did you want something else, which I would have a choice for, right? So, y'all, literally, when another guy comes in and stuff, first off, I sensed her whole energy of irritation off the fact that, like, I actually had money. Like, she was like, "Damn, you actually got money." I'm like, "Well, it's not like I was just asking people for money. I did have the money for what I needed to buy. I just didn't have it in cash, and I don't have tap pay on my phone. It's not like I didn't have the money. So, so I'm like, no matter how much people, didn't believe me or was thinking some sketchy shit if I asked them in a moment or whatever. But so already, like, let me tell y'all, like I said, the vibe already when I first got there, then her getting there covering from someone else, and her irritation off of the fact that I had the money. She almost seemed like she was like happy that I didn't have the money. And it's weird because she's never acted like that towards me. I don't know if she was having a bad day, which is normal. People have them, but you don't bring that in work, right? But I know what's happening with her cells, though. I know what's happening with her anatomy. I'm gonna be real. So I know about these X-class flares we just got. I know, there's been multiple people that called me in situations that I know in connection to like what's happening on the planet for why these situations occur with these people, right? So literally, so literally, so literally, when I went in there, I told her, because she was looking at me off the situation with both them dudes, and I told her, like, I wasn't gonna there was no reason for me to stay in there with them two dudes. They was drunk as shit, for real, for real. Um, you know what I'm saying? They trying to judge me off of whether they're gonna help me, not about some money I have. I mean about something money that I have, but I just don't have in cash for if I'm gonna use it on whatever I'm gonna use it on or not. Make my own grown man decision regardless of going on in my life. And because one of them said something like, because I told him, like, I got a lot of stuff going on right now, and he was like, well, you need to handle that first or whatever. I'm just like, bro, I'm a grown ass man. I looked at it, so when he said that, I'm just like, I turned my back on the whole situation. Like, bro, fuck what you talking about, bro. Like, you don't gotta pay this for me, and then I send you the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll get someone else to help me. It's not like I don't have the money, bro, but I'm a grown ass man. Who the fuck you talking to? Like, you know what I'm saying? I turn my back on them completely. You really get the, what do you call it? You get the, what do you call it, how people handle you. You know what I mean? and how people mishandle you. It's what you accept. You know what I mean? You don't got to stay or tolerate none of that shit. I'm not saying I'm going to max on you, but you're not going to be just disrespecting me and be around me and feel comfortable doing it. You're not. You're going to get ghosted. You're going to get, you know what I mean, straight disrespected, turn my back on you. We're not doing that. You know? And I'm just cut you off completely. You know? So y'all, I had the money now. I had the money. I'm in the store. So another guy comes in, and when another guy comes in, she's taking the Latino person and the white girl, and the Latino person, I guess like he seen me kind of batting out, you know. Sometimes, like I said, it's a lot of the same people in certain areas, like I see and stuff. You feel me? And yo was like, you know, he's like, yeah, you doing a little bit better now. I see you, da da da. I'm just like, yeah, man, I'm actually waiting on the results of this DNA test, and yeah, I ain't give up on my son, man. And a lot of people, a lot of energies came at me, but nah, I just stay steadfast regardless. You know, with me, that's how it be. And but he said it like in a way to like embarrass me. So I like checked him in front of his woman too, respectfully. You feel me? Because I know how to handle energy with people. You know, I can see through a lot of people, and I'm not a reactive like. You know, really can't provoke me. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna do something that's really on my type of time. So literally, why I checked him real quick. The guy came in, and when the guy came in, you know, I respected his divinity as soon as he came in, and I could tell that he was like kind of like an Uncle Tom, not because he's smart or anything, but just scared to show his love for another black man in public, you know, type of energy, right? So as soon as I sensed that, I didn't really say that much more to him at all. After I respected his divinity, I just kind of like was just like, oh, I hope you find yourself type energy, you know, but nothing but respect. So the white girl gets done with them, and she tries to go to him, y'all, off of me respecting his divinity and telling him real quick about what the son's doing and stuff. Like low key, she was mad I had the money from me not having the money, but not being able to pay for it because I didn't have cash and not the tap pay. So now I got the money. Now I'm in here respecting another black person. Like I'm just sensing her energy. Like she's getting more and more irritated, and she tried to use the fact that it was like multiple people, because when she tried to go to him, I'm like hello, like what about me? And then like her exact response of me just saying that and that body language, she was like she made it seem like I didn't know what I wanted to get yet. You know what I'm saying? And then when she made it seem like that, she started like talking like really like hostile, really fast and kind of derogatory, like with an attitude, you know, disrespectful, not good customer service, not how you should be treating a customer. You know what I'm saying? That's telling you that, you know what I mean, that already told you prior that, you know what I mean, they already know what they want to get once you was done with them. So already she was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So she started getting an attitude. It's like she said that like I didn't match her attitude and get all hostile and rowdy with her. I just let her know, like, you know, I'm having an anxiety attack. I said I'm having an anxiety attack, and I'm just trying to get what I'm trying to get. I'm not trying to be cause a scene or nothing. And then when I said that to her, she literally said, you're raising your voice. She was like, you're raising your voice. I'm having an anxiety attack. And I'm like, everybody is looking at her like you're the only one that's raising your voice in here. And then if you're having an anxiety attack off of me saying like that I have a disability, and she's saying like, oh, I got the disability. I'm like, wait a minute. There's two things that's different about this. Whether you have a disability or not, anxiety or not, after I'm telling you I am, you're at your job right now. I'm the customer. I'm just trying to get something in here. You're supposed to tend to me. You know what I'm saying? Like she said that to me like she's not on her shift and at her job, supposed to be getting us whatever we go. You know what I'm saying? Like she's out of her fucking mind, right? So already when I read the energy that she was on, like she was like combative. Like the way she was talking to me wasn't like a person at their job talking to a customer. It was like combative and racist, right? And a lot of times black people, we deal with these type of situations because white people know that they can get away with it. If they call law enforcement and stuff, they're going to take their side. So like let me tell you, like I said, from me just letting her know, like hey, like reminding her that, like, you know, I let you know that I was after them before this other black guy came in here. And then even if you're going, and then she tried to take up for it like oh, I'm just trying to see what he wants. But it's like, you didn't even need to see what he wanted yet. You could have did that after you checked me. You know what I'm saying? Like you're making it more complicated because you're trying to do too much at one time. You know what I'm saying? So like, and the bottom line is this, like, is if you're getting all like that, just because people are coming in the store fast, right? If you're getting all like that because of multiple customers coming in, like you said, like you have a disability too, that's so you're having an anxiety attack because of that, then that's not your job. You don't need to be working there then. Because again, like she was talking to me like we was two customers both trying to get something in the store and she's not on her shift and wasn't working there. Like that's how she was acting, you know? And I'm looking at her like I'm just trying to just get what I need to get and leave. Like you having all this attitude and stuff, like I'm not on any of that. Today's my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing way too much. So after she said like, oh, like, you know, I got a disability. She was raising her voice and everything. I literally she kept going, y'all. And then she was like, I lie to y'all not. She goes, she said, I told y'all, she said I was raising my voice while she was raising her voice, right? The black guy that just walked in, I literally turned to him because everybody was looking at her, right? We all look at her. I turned to him and I said to him, I said, bro, I was like, am I raising my voice? And then it was so bad, y'all. This is how bad it was. He didn't even want to say the truth as a black man in front of her what she was wrong about. Because I guess he felt like him by being black, he knows what goes on, like that she was going to put him in a bad situation and make it seem like he was doing something wrong. Maybe not even sell to him, right? So when I asked him, he turned his back like slowly and was just like, bro, she's a woman. She's a woman, man. You know how women are, da-da-da. I'm just like, fuck all of that, bro. Like I'm a whole customer. Like I'm not doing nothing wrong, bro. I'm just trying to get my stuff and leave, bro. If she's getting an anxiety attack because multiple people coming in here, I didn't say this, but this is what I'm thinking in my mind though. So after he said that and he like said like basically like we all know she's the one raising her voice, but he basically was like the energy was like, bro, like we're black, she's a woman, just let it go. And I'm like, bro, like I'm looking like, yo, I'm looking like I'm not even dragging this shit on. Like she's still talking and making a scene and still like not getting what I need. Like I'm the next person. These people got what they need. She's sitting here arguing with me. I'm not responsive. I'm just looking at her and she's still going on. And she's saying like I'm raising my voice while she's the only one talking and I'm just waiting just to get what I need to get. You feel me? So literally when I asked, that's the only thing I said. When I turned around and asked the dude, like, am I raising my voice? While everybody's looking at her, seeing her raising her voice, right? She literally, the truth was eating her up so much. And what I'm about to tell y'all what she did, this happens all the time with white people. I'm telling y'all, they always do this shit because they know that they always can call law enforcement to try to scare a black person. You know her exact words, y'all? What she said, she says, get the fuck out of my store or I'm gonna call the police. That's what she says. You know what I'm saying? You see how she was already in the wrong and then she just escalated the whole situation like on some kick me out of the store shit because she was wrong about her feeling uncomfortable about her own wrong issues. Nobody doing nothing wrong. So when she said that, y'all, I said, you don't gotta ask me twice. I'm black. You know what I'm saying? Wrong. I know I'm right. I know I am, but I'm not gonna let you reel me in because I saw how you was already trying to get me rowdy. You know what I'm saying? And how you was acting, multiple stuff. The way you was just talking to me as a customer in general, after you knew I was the next customer, I shouldn't even have had to tell you. Then you made it seem like I'm raising my voice while you're screaming at me. Then you cussed at me. I didn't cuss at you not one time. You told me get the fuck out your store or you'll call the police. Really, I could have stayed till they got there because I wasn't doing nothing wrong. I was just trying to buy something. And I was just informing you that I was the next customer while you was trying to go to the other customer. You get what I'm saying? Now, I guarantee y'all, if I would have been white, she would have handled that situation completely different. I don't give a fuck if she was having a real anxiety attack or not. She would have controlled that shit. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't care to control it or act civil in that moment because I'm a black man, right? She knows she's protected. This is what they be talking about white supremacy and shit like this. That's why I wanted to tell y'all this and I wanted to wait to break this shit down because this shit was so bad. This shit was so bad. The other people in the store was uncomfortable. Like I told y'all, the black dude, he turned around just to let me know that she's raising her voice, basically, you know? And like, so she says that and I leave. Now, from me going back and forth in the store, it was a Latino guy that was in the Dunkin' Donuts. And I was informing him on all of it through the process of the situation, not knowing that all of that was gonna play out how it did. But like when I first went and it wasn't open, I went to Dunkin' Donuts and I was in there sitting when and then I came back to see if she they opened up the store if she got there and stuff. But my reason for saying this, that white girl in the store, not the really young one, not the really young one that's like 21, 19. I think she was the one that was in there and left, but the other one, the one that's more closer to my age, more pushing over 25 years old, her. You get what I'm saying? Like she's racist as shit, and it's crazy because I be telling y'all like human beings, right? Even when they be chill as shit, like I told you, I never had a problem with her. Actually, I seen her at another store that she wasn't in, and she sold me something. You know what I'm saying for good price, the deal, whatever. Like she never acted like that towards me. But I told y'all, with the energy that's hitting the planet, at the end of the day, she has animal DNA. You feel me? She's unnatural to your planet. Her cells are deteriorating right now, whether she's aware of it or not. You feel me? So I'm not shocked at that energy. You know, I know what she's battling, what she really can't battle. You feel me? So like I already know what it is, but the shit is just crazy though, y'all, because it's like that situation was so unnecessary. And I've been in them situations so much where it's like I'm dealing with some racist shit and they always threaten to call the cops. You know what I mean? And I know I'm not in the wrong at all, but I know like I just don't got time to go through them because this is what always happens. It's like when you're black, it's like, and when especially these are two things gonna happen. They're either not gonna believe you and believe the other person and you're gonna get in trouble, or they know that you're right, but they're not gonna validate it and they're just gonna leave, you know? And they're not gonna give a consequence for the other person for trying to call on you and they was in wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like they just gonna leave the situation alone where it's like you still not gonna get justice. That's what always happens. So it's like I was just like, man, I don't got time for this shit today. You feel me? We not doing this. Like I already understand in general, a lot of y'all getting mad, you know, off of the information that's coming out, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't got time for none of this shit. I was just talking to one of the guys the other day and he said like you gotta be like Clark Kent. I'm like, yeah, bro, like this shit is crazy. Like you don't even gotta be talking about it like me or have a podcast. It's like that like the radiation is making that side of them come out, you know? So yeah, y'all, that shit was crazy as shit yesterday. I'm telling y'all no lies. So then once I left there, I was like, you know, I still want to get what I want to get. I'm gonna go to another store and shit. So I went to another store, then they didn't have what I was trying to get. Then I went to another store and they had what I was trying to get. But even when they had what I was trying to get, I was still trying to get cash for money that I had if I sent somebody or whatever at a certain spot or whatever. And I dealt with a lot of weird energy over there. Like this shit was just crazy, y'all. This shit was crazy. But it was very interesting though, like I said, like it was one of them things. It was one of them things where it's like I knew that was shit was a test. Because it was like at the moment that I was trying to get what I was trying to get and stuff, it was like the energy was so negative. It was like it just felt like everybody was trying to get a reaction out of me. Like more than I usually feel like that too. Like I don't know if y'all felt like that at all, but that's really how I felt. This energy. I'm like, why does all this energy seem like this, y'all? I'm like everywhere I go, it was like somebody was trying to provoke me and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know? So yeah, no, that was a situation, but the shit is so real because I'm telling y'all, I've been in so much of these situations as a black man. Like out of y'all know how I just said after that store I left to another store and they didn't have what I need to get. Then I went to another store, right? The other store that I went, my fault, y'all. But in the other store, the dude know that I would have whatever I need to get. You get what I'm saying? For when I would come over there, but he didn't like me because he was racist, right? This Indian dude. So literally, when I would come and get what I need to get, right? He did the same thing. He tried to put me in a situation like that because I was in the store, right? And I made some noodles, right? And when I made microwaves in the 7-Elevens, like they're like extra strong. You know, like you make noodles, like you got to really check it because like it could overflow and then spill out like the watts of the microwave. I know that. So like, but in general, I always clean up after myself, right? So literally, in that store, like the same type of situation almost happened where it was like I literally microwave and a goddess came in, and when the goddess came in, she was like, "Are you using a microwave?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm done. I just made my damn. I spilled some on here. Hold up." I was like, "Yeah, I spilled coffee on my fruit." I was like, "Yeah, I just I'm just making. I was like, I'm just making my noodles. I'm done. I was like, let me just clean up for you so you can use it." And the racist dude in that store, when he came out the very back of the store, and he was like, when he came out the back of the store, he was like, he was like, what are you doing? Like as if like I was taking a long time. And I'm like, bro, I literally just asked the dude, can I get some? I'm waiting for your colleague to give me some napkins so I can clean this up so this woman can use the microwave. I could have just walked out and left it. You feel me? Like it's so much. Even the lady said like you're in a rush. It's okay. I said no. I said I'll clean it for you. I don't want to. I just use it. I don't want to leave it like that. And me being respectful turned into a situation of someone using that situation that came out that just doesn't like me. And because of that situation, he told me I can't come in the store no more, right? And like shit, it'd be like shit like that you deal with as black people. I'm like, you gonna tell me I can't come in the store no more because because I literally was waiting to clean up something off of your microwave. Like I didn't do anything wrong. I bought something and all of that, right? And when even that day I was about to be like, bro, call the fucking police so I can tell them the whole story and they can check the cameras behind what I'm saying too. But I know it's Racistville and you be dealing with other shit around that. I just didn't want to deal with it. So I just left it alone. I just stopped going to that 7-Eleven. But it's like, this is like the type of stuff when they be talking about, y'all know, shout out my hearing beings and everything, but y'all know what I'm talking about when I'm saying like white supremacy. It'd be like shit like this. Like people, you deal with that as a black man. It'd be like people that just are racist, but they can cover their racism up and just give minute reasons for they can be like, why you can't come in my store no more. Don't come in the store. I'm going to call the police. But you never did anything wrong. You feel me? And they do shit like that against you just off of you being homeless and stuff and struggling financially in general, even if you're not black. But even if you are going through a struggle, oh yeah, definitely even more so. But you don't even got to be going through your struggle. But definitely if you're going through your struggle and you black, you're going to deal with that too. Whenever I'm in them type of situations where I know people are acting like that and they're just trying to create a situation out of nothing, I just leave. Like I don't even go back and forth with them. I cut that shit fast because I already know what they be on. Like I guarantee y'all, if I would have been white, she wouldn't have been rowdy like that with customers around me, right? Because she could have lost her job. She wouldn't have did it all of that. She wouldn't have told me I was raising my voice when she was raising her voice, and she wouldn't have threatened to call the cops on me and told me to get words verbatim. She wouldn't have told me get the fuck out of my store. I'm gonna call the police. Like none of that shit. But it's like basically what I'm saying is people that's white, when they want to be racist, when they want to, they'll prove that card because they know they can get away with it. Like so, she proved that card because she was so mad for whatever reason that had nothing to do with me because I didn't do nothing to her. She's like, I'm in the store. He's black. He's a black male. Regardless he's trying to get something or not. I could just make it seem like he's a disturbance. You know what I'm saying? The other black man in here isn't going to vouch for him. I see how he turned around when I'm raising my voice, and he's not even willing to face me on that. You know what I mean? I can prove this card. And I'm just tired of that shit, y'all. But the fact that came from a woman that's never acted like that towards me on my birthday, even more so, I knew that shit was like a whole spiritual attack. Because like I told y'all, when I first got to the store, the shit wasn't even open. And niggas was waiting outside. There was no sign and all that. I'm like, the energy's already off. And then she was coming to the door like kind of like irritated and tired and shit. But I'm like, how are you coming to the store like as if like y'all wasn't already just open? And I know it wasn't you that just rung this guy up that was waiting, because I can just tell by your clothes and everything you got called in. So that means it was the other girl that was in here. You feel me? I'm just using my common sense and everything and yeah, the shit was just crazy, y'all. That shit was just crazy as shit. And I told the other dude at the other store, I was like, I'm gonna talk to you about it later, bro. But it's like, it's all good. I ain't even feel like talking about that shit because I was just like, it was just too much. Like you never like if a customer tells you for any reason that they have a disability and they say it to you in calm voice, that's not for you as the person working to scream at the person and be like, I got a disability too while you're on your shift on your clock. Like that's very inappropriate. Like I'm the customer, like, you know, for real, for real. And I can see if it's like a situation the customer is like really disrespecting you or something, because the customers do be on that type of time, like they feel like they can talk to you however because you're at your job, and it's like, nah, you got this shit fucked up. You got to give respect. But I wasn't disrespecting her. You know what I'm saying? She was just being racist, and she covered it up with her job and her being white, how she could handle the situation, you know, and not face accountability for her behavior. You know what I'm saying? So like that shit is crazy. But I handled it well though. I handled it well. Like I told y'all, like in situations like that, like I got a righteous ego, right? So it's like when I'm in situations like that, I don't got to get the last word or any of that shit. Like I already know the universe gonna protect me, and the universe gonna deal with you accordingly. Off us, even more so for how I handled the situation and how I could have handled the situation, right? Like I could have cussed her ass out. I could have did multiple things, right? I could have just crashed out and been like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, da da da, right? I could have not crashed out and been like, call the police, call them, so I can have them play the video back and see how rambunctious you acting, you feel me, and them see how I handled you acting, and how you was acting towards me, black or not. I'm a customer. I have money in my hand, so it's not like before I didn't. I was trying to get money, right? I don't have tap pay on my phone, but now I actually have the money in my hand, like, and I'm actually waiting to buy something. So you're acting however is irrelevant, you know. I could have did all of that, but it's like, and maybe if it wasn't my birthday, I probably would have. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'd have been like, you know what? I got the time of day today and all this on camera. Call him. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call him for you. I probably would have got on my phone and called him. Literally, like I would have been on some shit like that. You know, I'd have been like, since you want to be petty and be racist and be white supremacist, all right, bet we gonna do that. I'm gonna call him. And matter of fact, I'm gonna record this shit too. You know, like I could have been on that time, but it's like I already know she got way more to worry about. Like, you know, she got way more to worry about, whether she's aware of it or not. You know, but I did say though, when I went out though, I did let her know. I said, this is why the sun's separating us right now. This is literally why the sun is separating us right now, y'all. And shout out my high vibrational human beings. You know what I mean? Y'all know I love y'all and stuff, but y'all species from a standpoint, altogether wise, whether y'all want to take accountability or not, they're not for my species at all. And it's not respect towards my species. You know what I mean? At all. And like and you know, we get proven all the time, you know what I'm saying? All the time in these different ways and how shit comes up and shit. You know? Like I shouldn't have to handle a situation in such a manner where I'm being disrespected and what I'm going through, you know? And be done wrong like that. Like the younger me and stuff, like I was on all that energy. I'll be like about to crash out, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The older me, the older me didn't care about catching charges and shit. You feel me? Like I'm gonna be honest, I was catching so much charges. I feel like they started deleting them bitches over the years, even before I was 18. Like I was on probation at 11 years old, y'all. Like literally at 11 years old, I was on probation. I had a PO, and he come to my office and all that. I was wilding. I was wild as shit. And I don't know tough guy shit or anything, just like real still. Like I heard, you know, I heard a lot of stuff that over the time that people were saying about me that I cut off. That's not in my life no more. Through certain ways, I'm gonna just say that. But yeah, y'all, it's crazy though. You gotta handle yourself properly. I'm gonna read these comments. My fault, y'all. I just wanted to tell y'all that story briefly though, cause that shit was crazy, y'all. That shit was crazy as shit. It was like I literally felt the energy yesterday. I'm like, it was like as each situation was happening, like the two dudes, they was drunk and them, I was sensing their whole vibration was low. They didn't even know what they was going in there for. They just looking at stuff. His friend is thinking, taking something that he's saying wrong, you know, because they both drunk and that John drunk. Like they ready damn near to fight. And like I'm like, this energy is off. I just asked y'all, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know y'all was drunk. I literally came up to y'all for me knowing of him, but I don't know him personally. but you know what I mean. Like I have money, but I'm just trying to pay for this. I don't have cash. So no, y'all, that shit was crazy. That shit was real. That shit was real crazy. Then before that situation happened in the store, y'all gonna geek. I had a conversation with an older goddess on the bus and whatnot, and we got like a real strong vibe. And we we had a good vibe, right before all that stuff happened in the store. And I told her about it because when I left from her, I was gonna come right back. I had plans on just going in the store and coming right back. Not even 5 minutes, like literally. I didn't think all that shit was gonna happen. I didn't think I was gonna have to get cash. None of that. So I'm telling the guy, it's like we're gonna finish this conversation. I'm gonna be right back. Not to know that all that was gonna happen. So when I seen her later in the night. I was like, yo, right after I seen you, it's the reason why I didn't come right back. I started going through like spiritual warfare, like attack after attack after attack after attack. Like that shit was crazy. Let me read these comments. What it is, y'all? Let me read these comments. I wasn't reading them and shit. Cook, Cookie Bull, when you donate 50 to? Would you donate 50 to? My Cash App? My Cash App? I don't know what you donated to, but I appreciate it, first and foremost. I'm about to read all these comments down because I've been talking. But my Cash App, y'all, my Cash App is Sun Being 9. Like SUNBEING and then 9. But I'm about to roll down these comments. Hold up, y'all. Y'all gotta be with me, okay? I'm about to go down these comments. You know, shout out Sand Dip. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Bill Johnson. Aisha, I am from Pakistan. Where are you from? I'm from Baltimore. Peace, power, abundance to you and your family, Aisha. I like that name. OG Sugar Brush. Positive energy your way, bro. Madeline, yo, bro. Guess what? I can drive a Hellcat. That's what it is. I hope you enjoy driving that Hellcat. Enjoy. That's what we came in this life to do, to enjoy the experience. Skilla, good morning, all the way from Maine. Hey, you all the way out, Maine, Skilla. Hey, shout out Maine, yo. Shout out Maine. Shout out Cookie Bull, man. What the fuck is that accent? Say room again. Hey, yo, funny as hell. I'm from Baltimore, yo. Did you did a year Scott protein? I don't know what the fuck, but shout out, old man. D Rock, I sub. I appreciate the sub, D Rock. All positive energy your way. Joe Hollywood, what it is, man. What up, Doug? Donated 50. I see it twice. Cookie, I don't know what you. Let me finish reading these comments. But if you donated it, you gotta donate it to my Cash App or my Venmo. Brantley, what it is, Brantley. ABC. Smart boy, what it is, bro. What it is. Like, everybody in this joint, y'all deep as shit, yo. Kelvin, hey, Bonnet crew in the house. You feel me? Smart boy, yo, what's up? What's near? What's good? What's going on? What's going down? What's going far? Hey, building. What's going near? Right. All that. What are you sipping? Some coffee, man. What's your favorite tin food? Peanuts. Respectfully, fan. Hey, shout out, Proops, MCG or MCG. Oh, my nigga, all things. Shout out, my nigga, all things. What it is, all things. Top of the top, man. Paul, what it is, Paul. Pause. These other shirts, man. He came to there's people's life in the house, and that was. I don't know that people were. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Paul, please don't let me go to your house and a family. I don't know in a way if well, I think in a way that you said that and how I got it, I understood that, and I'm very aware. Um, Happy birthday, brother. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, yesterday was a dang, all things. You've been having to get a lot of people out here. Shit, some of y'all going crazy. Damn. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, man. Send them likes up, y'all. Send them likes up. My cash app is in the bio. My name RoBs Inferno. Get me on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, all major platforms. Subscribe to me on here. Help me reach more people to get the algorithm going. Um, they have to take you to court for a criminal trespass. Right. Even for some shit like that, right? What she was saying, right? I feel like that's what she was trying to do though, like get me like banned or some shit, cause she was just on some racist shit. Like I mean, I believe I sensed that she do got anxiety. I actually spoke to her about anxiety before that situation. Like we didn't have bad blood or anything, but it was just I don't like she couldn't handle it that day, and she just started jumping out there acting wild. You know, blessed man. We'll catch up with you later. Happy birthday. I appreciate that, yo. Bro, I just wanted to say you looking, man. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I like women, man. Not from my species, bro. So we ain't the same, bro. Are you racist? A black person can't be racist, bro. That's impossible. That don't even make sense. I feel like a lot of people are starting to notice that a black person can't be racist. Prejudice maybe, but it's like not racist, bro. Like this whole shit is designed against me when I'm in, whether I'm so-called having what we know as individual success or not. You know what I'm saying? Has no meaning. Whether I'm poor or I'm rich, the system is still designed against me and my species. You know what I'm saying? People of my anatomy, of my genetic makeup. That's what I mean. Genetics isn't racist, bro. And it doesn't get more truer than what you are on an anatomical level. What makes you up as an organism? That's just life, bro. That's like an it is what it is category. There's no emotions attached to that. Now, if you don't want to accept who you are, that's something different. You know, that's on you. But that's still not going to change your genetic makeup, though. You feel me? So yeah, this comment, bro. So we all saying you're racist, calling all whites racist. Shame on you and the moderators that are muted and opposing companions. Yeah, you might not have enough information to speak to me for what you're saying. Lee Mitchell, I think he just said that the store owner was foreign. Right. I was just stating that she's unnatural, but I never had a problem with her because she's unnatural. Like she get me out the way and everything. You know. Hey, how is you? I'm all right, Amira. What it is, man? What it is? Hey, don't be playing on my energy like that. You know what I'm saying? Screw out with that. You know what I'm saying? It's off the early. Nah, shout out to you though. Um, Jeanette. Oh, you want to see my locks? My locks is long as shit. These locks, these runs are flames are catching on fire. Mm-mm-mm. Someone said this deer is AI. I'm definitely not AI. I'm a real person. What you think about the USA years? Anyone and it's Iranian. Um, I just feel like honestly, Rain Tonish. I just feel like it's a lot of distractions amongst the changes that's happening with everybody's anatomy. You know, in which they won't say. You know, ain't nothing more realer than that. With you know what I'm saying, for the better or the worse. You know, your cells changing. You know, but they won't talk about that. It's all that's why all this stuff is happening because as the radiation increases and stuff, the complications people are having, the residual effects, is becoming more clear, even if you don't know anything about genetics. So they got to have all this other stuff happening amongst them, fighting amongst themselves, so you don't see it for what it really is, or for them to feel like you're not gonna see it for what it is. You know, and it's like spiritual karma also. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of angles to it. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I could tell. Shout out to you and Lou. You know what I'm saying? Um, Compass. I don't know if, oh yeah, yeah. Job just over broke, but now I'm like Job. No, I'm not a victim at all. I'm a striver. I'm not. Your opinion of me doesn't matter, but I mean, you can have opinion of me. Shout out your opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at that. Everybody need to have an opinion, right? Ain't nobody mad at that. You know. Um, I'm sorry to hear that, P4. You know. I choose what I want to give energy to. Like if like I, I'm not if I know that like I'm not gonna say if I know that you're trying to be reactive, because depending on how I feel, I might give time to it. But I skipped your question for a reason because it's irrelevant, not because I don't know what it means. No, so I know why you was asking it, and I just don't have time for those psychological games. You feel me? Like I said, the sun is separating us. I got no hatred towards my human beings. Bro, I swear to God, y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. Or anybody that can't see my light and is trying to throw me negative energy off of all the information I gave out, you know? Trust me, like, and I'm saying this from a balanced standpoint. Because if I wasn't, I wouldn't be able to survive these spiritual attacks. But I always get by them though. I'm always protected in them because I always conduct myself in which how I need to, you know. And I'm so in tune, I already know before it's even happening or while it's happening. Like I'm already there to know. Like I'll just sense, I'll feel the air, and I don't know what's coming. I'll be like, all right, bet, and then I'm re-recording, you know. I ain't eating for 3 days. You say you ain't eat for 3 days. Any tips? Eat, but eat healthy. Something that's conducive to your anatomy. No, I'm not. Yeah, nah, lots of water for a fact. John Doe. Just because you're unemployed doesn't mean you can't be someone. You can use your phone to educate yourself in ways people didn't even know were possible. You feel me, John Doe? Tell him, John Doe. No, I want to. No, I mean, nah, bro. I don't want you to go there, man. You don't need to be on that slave plantation, whether you inorganic or organic. Yeah, education ain't paying the bills on my stomach. Ain't even got you like, nah, this shit's crazy. I feel you. I'm in the same place, bro. But I'll put on. Okay. Right, people just be saying anything. I mean, right. I want to say education. I'll say knowledge. Education is what keeps you controlled. Knowledge is what keeps you flourishing when used right. You know, that's why it's a lot of people that's successful without college, without education. They understand what they're living in, so they know how to move within it. Is this world is ran off of knowledge, and people that know more about me than I'm gonna say know more about me than me. And what I'm saying right now, that's right, because the people that don't know more about me than me, but off of the division and me not knowing me, they know more about me than me. You know what I mean? Some of us. So I can say that. Um, yeah, I be Spartan. I know how to grow my own. Yeah, growing your own food, John Doe. That's where it's at, bro. That's the win. Right on. You, I catch it on fire. Oh, it's not yet. Yeah, I'm about to leave in a little bit. But yeah, y'all, like now this shit is crazy though, cause it's like I know that y'all been feeling it. How have these past days been for y'all? Put in the comments, let me know. I know I'm about to spark. I'm about to spark and shit. Let me know, like, because I know, regardless of even if no situations occurred, but just the energy, I know y'all feel the energy on the planet. I know y'all feel that shit. I know y'all feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's real quick to get antsy in that feeling. Y'all, I'm getting some new clippers. I cut my lip again. And even more this time over here. Last time. Ain't happening again. That just sounded I need to get some more clippers like they too sharp. At first I thought it was just like me. But now. But it's healing though. I'm gonna put some Neosporin or whatever on it. You mean where are you at? Where are you at right now? I ain't gonna front, bro. Like if 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 I had it, I would send it to you. What's your cash at? Oh yeah, you know it, bro. These bitches ain't going nowhere. You heard me. They ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? But shout out to the people that don't know me that send here positive energy y'all way. I'm a very interesting person. Please don't take. I'm not gonna say don't take me serious, but you know what I mean. I'm not gonna say I'll be trolling. I'll be just being me. I'm very authentic. You know, I'm being myself. With me knowing I ain't trying to hurt no one or anything or inflict pain, I definitely really be myself. Like, you know, whatever that looks like for other people is however you take it. You know what I'm saying? Yo said that he sent me Yo said that he what do people be saying when they be like the super chat and shit? What is that? Y'all know what that is? Put me on game. What's the super chat and shit? What's the super chat, y'all? Cause I'm trying to know how this social media stuff go. Like, they say top fans. I guess the people that's on here, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to everybody, bro. We when you raise the vibration high, you gotta prepare for people to say anything, you know? I'm trying to figure out how to like line and green. Ooh. Okay, that's not that. Yeah, but nah. Court's about to be lovely. Court is about to be lovely, y'all. Court is about to be lovely. You know, but yeah, yesterday was just like a Lord test. Yesterday was a test on my patience to see have I really been raising my vibration amongst the pain that I've been going through. You know what I mean? Like, was I really on that time or was I like bluffing? You feel me? And I haven't been bluffing. Like, I've really been on it. And the proof of it is how I be handling these situations. Cause I promise y'all, like, if I would have went live when in there when that situation was going and y'all would have heard it, y'all would have been like, "Oh yeah, she's raising her voice for a fact. You're calm as shit, but she's definitely rambunctious as hell." You know, how are you more rambunctious than a customer on your shift about them just telling you that they was next in a respectful manner, something that you should have already been paying attention to. And if you was already paying attention to it and they said it to you, even still, you shouldn't have got that mad like that and been that reactive like that. You know, this is your job, right? But I couldn't tell her that because I already read her energy. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important to read energy. Like I could have said all that to her, you know, but her and that energy before she even said that she was gonna call them on me and stuff like that. When she like, what do you think her energy was saying the whole time? When it's like she raised her voice and I wasn't raising my voice. You know what I mean? When she seemed like I was a problem just by reminding her if she didn't know that I was next, she could not have seen me for whatever reason. You get what I'm saying? Like I wasn't in the wrong at all, but this is a lot of times when you call people out without even calling them out and you're still respectful. And it's like a lot of times people don't want to assume that they're wrong, you know? And in situations like that, especially with black men, and we dealing like white women and stuff, and they run from accountability. That's like their like get free card, you know. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna just say I'm gonna call the police on you as a black man because that scared most black men because we know what the slave catchers be doing to us and stuff. You know what I mean? So a lot of white people in general, when they know they're wrong, they'll play that card to get out of there or get you out of there. You know what I mean? To just like leave the whole situation, and that's like the biggest um, one of the biggest like shows with like white supremacy that's been happening since day one with them. Like that I've had that same situation happen so many times where I know a white person is mad because they're wrong, and then they don't want to accept they're wrong, and they say they're gonna call the police or don't come back in my store. Even if not a white person, any other unnatural species. I mean any other unnatural race. It's the same thing. They all do that shit, you know. And so like that's why I'm so happy that all this is coming out right now. I'm happy I was even able to tell y'all this and break this down, like what happened in that store. Like I said, the cops look at it, that shit's all on video. They're gonna see her raising her voice. You're gonna see me. You can look at the tone of me saying that I have a disability, and then damn near almost didn't even let me finish, and she cut me off and said I got a disability too. Like, loud. I'm like, damn, chill. I'm the customer, right? I almost forgot. Like, am I the customer? Because you're talking to me like you're another customer in here, and we just had an argument. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're working for this store, so why are you acting like that towards customers that's not having that energy off of any reason why you're irritated by them? You know what I'm saying? It's not valid. Basically, what I'm saying, like your personal reasons to not liking me and all that's all irrelevant. I got money in my hand and I'm trying to buy something in here. You know, she couldn't even prove the card and been like, I'm in there without not trying to buy something because I can't use my tap pay because I actually had cash and I was waiting to get what I was gonna get and I told her I was gonna be back when I was in there the first time. You know, so it's like this should be crazy, y'all. Shout out to India. Hey, I ain't even going front. I helped the Indian lady last night. Parallel Park. I helped the Indian lady last night, and like she was really nice, and I could tell she really enjoyed my energy so much that even when she was coming back around the car, she was kind of losing her balance. I like held her arm and she grabbed my arm like she was happy that I helped her. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna help you. I'm not gonna let you fall. And it was other white people and stuff in the neighborhood that seen it, and they was looking like, oh, the black man is nice. I'm like, come on now, come on now, they be trying to put me in a box and just, you know what I mean? People don't know me, like, you feel me? Like, I swear this shit crazy. It's oh, shout out Alexandra Electrician. Finkel, what it is. Yeah, they definitely had me messed up. Shout out Barry. Um, shout out, and Lear. I could tell, and Lear, you really like my viewpoints. Um, David, what it is. Yeah, like love from England, bro. What it is from England? Shout out England. Keeping it real. Shout out Jack Budgeon. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's your opinion on me, and Blue, bro. Like, real talk, bro. I don't give a fuck how you feel, bro. So like, you're saying that to me, you're just wasting your energy, honestly, bro. I'm not gonna stop being me and how I am because of how you feel. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? You're like it's all love, bro. But enjoy the rest of your day, though. I'm about to put you on timeout. David, for real, that's what you gotta say about that. Yeah, like I said, y'all, regardless of how anybody feels, the main thing of when I left out that store, and everybody felt me when I said it. Said this is exactly why Mother Nature is doing what she's doing right now. This is why the sun is separating us right now. This is why less than 3 days ago we just got hit with like three X class flares back to back, like 8 jumps. You know what I'm saying? Like 8 point something jumps. You feel me? This is why this is happening. I wish people could stop what Mother Nature doing, but don't get mad at me. Talk to that gas giant in the sky. Talk to that sun. You feel me? Don't get mad at me. You feel anything what I'm saying is wrong? Hey, the if you feel anything that I'm saying is wrong, that sun is in the sky. The sun is in the sky right now. You can talk. You know what I'm saying? Open conversation. You know, it's an open conversation if y'all want to talk. The sun is in the sky. I'm about to for real. The sun is in the sky. I remember when I didn't know who I was, and if somebody disagreed with me or anything like that, like I always felt like I was just so trapped, like it was no consequences. Like I'm like, damn. So they just get to abuse me, take my planet from me, be on my planet that they don't even have a biological connection to. They don't even nothing in nature can describe their existence, and they just get to fuck up everything and then get away with it, and it's vouched for by so-called Jesus or God. The universe is going for this, right? Like I had all these questions, like why is this happening? So children are just being hurt, and they could just push everybody going to work because they hijack the natural resources, and this is just what it is. You feel me? Just be off of people's division. This is able to go on. What? You're right. Like I'm thinking about all this shit. I don't feel like that no more. You know. So I was gonna say people could feel how they feel because I don't feel like that no more. I know what's happening and I know who I am. The consequences is here off of what has been done, and it's still going on as this shit is crashing all the way out. So that shows you the psychological damage of people that can't even get right, even while facing the consequences. Like it's like shit got to be wiped out. People got to be wiped out. Like shit got to the same way. How ain't it funny? The same way how certain ideologies, right, these infringed ways, same way how that was enforced. Isn't it something? Isn't it beautiful how the same way that was enforced is the same way how the truth is being enforced from information, what our sun is doing to people genetically, right? The radiation, the UVC radiation to be exact. Like all of this is like it's beautiful. You know, it's like screaming like, look, for those that didn't think we heard you, and now we shutting this shit down. You know, this is what they mean when they say to black people like stand still. You know, it's like people trying to provoke you, people feeling whatever, people not trying to validate your truth. I'm validating you. Ignore everybody else and just stay still, and we handling it all. That's what my son is saying. I'm handling it all. Don't go back and forth with people because people ain't stopping me. You know, you see this son activity. My son is like, they ain't stopping me. They can feel however the fuck they want to feel. Just be grateful that my son said to me, just be grateful that you're me in the flesh, walking, literally. Be grateful of that. Be grateful that you admit everything that I admit. Be grateful that you absorb it also. Be grateful, you know, that you're neuromelanated. And as far as anyone else that can't see that, even or can't even be able to fathom it, even however so you tell them proof, you explain it to them, don't even get mad at them. Have empathy and compassion for all species. Keep it moving. You feel me? Simple as that. Flat out, y'all. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, any black person looks crazy right now that would, like, get really rowdy over, like, the truth of knowing who they are in any way from someone that's not us or from our own species acting funny about the truth and really what's up around our anatomy and, like, who we are, right? Biologically. For real, for real. Like, you know, anybody that understands genetics and understands what's going on, we ain't arguing with nobody about nothing. Like, we way past that shit, y'all. We way past that shit. You know? That's what they mean when they be saying, like it's cleanup time. You know? Hold up. Let me come back. Come back real quick. Let me give me one more piece on. But yeah, nah, it's clean time, y'all. Like, I don't even what's up? Y'all coming with me out again. Hold up. I know we be having these good lives for real. Be having these good lives. Yeah, I be like, y'all think I'm gonna go back and forth with somebody about arguing with motherfuckers? You feel me? You think that's arguing? Come on now, that ain't no motherfucking. Come on now. I know it's a lot of people that's mad, but it is what it is. You know, the best thing I could tell anybody, everybody, regardless of your genetic makeup, even us, they want to act like we don't know what we're mad for however reason. Like, control that shit, because you're going to crash the fuck out, and it's still not going to stop what's happening. You feel me? Same way how you know a hoe's going to be a hoe. You can't stop a hoe being a hoe. So it's like, why are you going to get mad at her when she's just going to hoe regardless? Why are you going to crash out about her when you're going to be in jail and she's still going to be sucking and fucking the next nigga? It's like the same energy. It's like, you're not going to even let yourself go off of that. It's not even worth it. You're just wasting your energy. You're going to cause yourself frustration that you don't need to have. You feel me? Real shit, y'all. How you doing? I'm doing all right. You can go first. You know? We vibing. I told y'all I was gonna make it. Same way I'm telling y'all how I'm gonna see this shit crash all the way. I'm gonna be telling my son like, damn, like son, like the energy got so crazy on the planet because we had this thing called UVC radiation, and it was affecting people from the inside out. And it was the one thing that they wasn't talking about while they was talking about a whole bunch of other stuff because they didn't want these people to know this. Hello. No, for real though. What's up,
Oh, you
OG?
finally got out of bed, huh? You and the coffee machine.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Empathy and compassion for other species, but says eliminate other species in the next breath. Bro, I'm not wishing for nobody's demise. Don't be mad at me because what the sun is doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? The sun is doing what it's doing for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Look, no, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you need to talk to the sun, bro. Just talk to the sun. You know, you need to get you a nice lawn chair, right? sit, you feel me? Sit right in front, you know, and express your feelings. You know what I'm saying? For real, and you express your feelings, bro. Yo, what's up, Berserk? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to admit it, but it meant you a racist radical, and ain't nobody mad. I mean, bro, if you feel like that,
Early morning should be quiet and peaceful, right?
No.
it's crazy how
It
certain.
should be hectic and chaotic.
Right.
On Tuesdays. That way that you know you're still alive.
You are the tough one, right?
Hey, life is real. Look, if you guys say like this,
Quiet, then you'd be looking for noise.
you feel me? everything,
Yeah, you'd be saying, oh, what's wrong? See?
you feel me? For real. Shout out Berserk, what it is.
Miss.
I like, I like, you know,
No way particular.
you being
This is where you
Just-
can't, nowhere.
Just email go.
Let me ask you, Andrew, what's your ethnicity?
Who? Her?
What's your ethnicity,
Oh,
Andrew?
he's talking to somebody else.
That's all I want to know. What's your ethnicity, bro?
P.
I'm telling you, when you had that sun talk make people feel uncomfortable. But it's happening for a reason. You get what I'm saying? The radiation is here. It's not going nowhere. It's just going to intensify. It's crazy how us knowing who we are as black people is causing so much frustration with everybody else amongst the embedded lies, you know, that's been told. It's like, don't get mad at people for knowing who they are amongst the lies that's been told. Ask yourself how you forgot or why even these people forgot. We need to be asking ourselves, how did we forget who we were? To a point to even capitulate or feel like what we're living in was actually safe for us and our children, you know? Or any children, you know?
Every morning, when you just wait and just start following.
I'm on my podcast. I'm busy right now. You know what I'm saying? I felt your energy, trust me, when I came in here. You know? But yeah, that radiation is affecting everybody with animal DNA. It's having them act erratic, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's having them act erratic. You know? And that's why, hold up real quick, y'all. Let me The days are over for, I'm gonna tell y'all what the days are over for us, regardless of how anybody feels, right? The days is over for us not loving on each other because it makes other people feel uncomfortable, right? Me knowing who I am or me expressing who I am or what I'm living in, right? While in a docile state, still keeping positive energy and giving out information for awareness purposes, for elevation and growth. There's nothing negative about that. Don't let nobody gaslight you into your elevation or your ascension as if it's something bad because it feels like an attack on them because they don't want to grow. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that type of reverse psychology from anybody, y'all. Like we're way past that, you know? Like y'all seen just now, like that woman, like she's unnatural, right? Y'all seen what the God was saying in there when he said, "Nah, we need chaos and all of that." He was being sarcastic because he know that she was being racist. You know, he know that she was being racist as shit. I knew that she was gonna eventually say something to me to try to provoke me, and you seen what she said. You know, she tried. I tell y'all, like the only reason I wasn't saying nothing. First off, I'm having a conversation with y'all, right? Nothing that I was saying was directed towards her specifically. Like I wasn't even talking to her. Like she even thought that I was talking to her. Well, she knew I wasn't talking, but she tried to make it seem like I was talking to her because she knew it applied to her. Y'all even heard the guy in the background. He was like, "No, he's talking to them. Like he's not even talking to you." You feel me? But this is how much the truth irritates them because how much people been living in lies. But she's racist towards me all the time. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I have no hatred towards her. That's why I told her what I told her in the most respectful manner. Like I really don't be playing with these demons, y'all. I don't, you know. Like I don't stop my truth speaking when I'm speaking truth because somebody's offended. Like we're so past that, y'all. So like I said, you know what I mean. Peace, positive energy to everybody today. Um, you know, like one thing I was always told too is like you can't say something about somebody, right, in a negative manner like that. She said. I really didn't catch all she said, but basically whatever she said, it was like she sees me a lot, right? I'm like, well, is that a me problem or is that a your problem? Okay, so whatever you trying to make seem like it's a problem because you see me a lot. You hear what I'm saying? I have a room here right now. I've been had a room here, but that's how she said it, like as if like you know, like I didn't have a room here right now. You know what I'm saying? But I told you I come in there in general and I talk to the guy. We be chopping it up and shit. Black people are. He checked her in the most respectful way. Cause he knew what type of time she was on. That's why he said it to her like that. He knew that she was being racist. And she was trying so hard. She was trying so hard to make me reactive. Like did y'all peep the comment that she said when she was like, does everybody just talk about this in a She tried it. She tried it. That's what I'm telling y'all. Like how the guy said. He said you gotta be like Clark Kent. Get ready to just know that they trying to make all black people like extra reactive right now because of how they being affected and the information that's coming out in which they know they can't change. But don't let them get you like that, y'all. Don't let them get you like y'all saw how I handled her, how I said to her, "What's up?" I had my stance, but I ignored her energy also. You know what I mean? I was about to tell her also like, "Wish you well," like for real, because there's no negative energy. But I'm sorry that the truth and what's going on. See what it was is they all know what they even if they don't know specifically what's happening, they know what's happening. They know enough of what's happening with that son, right? And that's what really irritated her from the moment that she started feeling uncomfortable is when she heard me talking about the son. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And it made her feel uncomfortable. It's like I know what's happening, but I'm not even gonna talk about it happening or however so it's happening from what I know around you or anybody that looks like you. So how dare you talk about it happening with me knowing who you are and you know who you are? Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that. I'm disgusted. You know, it's like that entitlement. You feel me? So it's real, but like I said, we checking all of that 2026. You feel me? For real, and respectfully too, and keeping it moving. We don't got time to deal with that. We worried about each other, so we not gonna give it only but so much energy, but just check it and keep moving to try to raise our vibration. You know, worry about the children and stuff that's really important. That's mandatory for our growth. You feel me? And that's where we gonna keep it. So this is the Lord Guru Points of RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to all my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational hearing beings. You know what the fuck it is, man. You feel me? Tap in. I'm gonna tap in with y'all.